I mean, it seems like every 5 or 10 minutes something happens. You know, whether it's some lefty getting carted out of the conference hall, or Nadine Dorris defecting to us, and then 5 minutes later Angela Rayner falling on her sword, and then 5 minutes later the wonderful news that our new Deputy Prime Minister is David Lammy. I mean, it's fantastic, isn't it?
On Friday, patriots from across the country gathered in Birmingham, all on the same day that the government was crumbling back in London. Yes, that was the day that we found out in the middle of the conference that Angela Rayner had resigned and the clown, David Lammy, was coming in to replace her. Let's take a listen to what attendees had to say about the conference, reform's future and Starmer's crumbling government.
I mean, Alex, do you think there's anybody in this cabinet that's got any relevant experience for their role?
No. And listen, if there was, I would say yes. But there isn't, right? This is the facts. They are completely unqualified to do the job. The British public know that. And I think one of the smart things that Reform UK has set out today is that Nigel Farage has said he might pack his cabinet full of lords. And that would be really interesting. Business people in Parliament, in politics, that are maybe not accountable to the electorate like we'd expect them to, but can be sacked, of course, quite easily as you know, as a sort of compromise to that. But in that sense, what you get is real people with real experience getting into government, which is what they do in America. And on top of that, I think he needs to sack the top 2 layers of the civil service, otherwise we are really up the creek.
Do you think that Reform will be able to take on the so-called blob, the Whitehall blob, the lefty lawyers, the lords?
It's just a matter of willpower, and it's political will. No other party's got the political will to do it, but Reform, having come from nowhere to where we're polling now 35%, we have the political will to do it. And none of us are in this because we want to be politicians. Maybe there are a few now. Most of us are here because the country needs to be saved. And if not us, then who?
Well, Lee speaks from the heart, not from a money point of view. And he's been there, done it, seen it all, seen the corruptness, and he can put it right.
And if you could describe Keir Starmer in one word, what would it be?
Numpty.
Nigel brings a passion no matter where he is. It was a very important speech, and not only that, he came in very early, about 4 hours early, wasn't it?
And why did he come in early? What was happening?
Well, Angela Rayner, 3 home Rayner, no-brainer Rayner, she resigned. And now we've got David Lammy as a Deputy PM. Can you believe that?
I mean, Elliot Curry, what do you think? David Lammy as a Deputy PM. I think it's going to get worse or better than under Angela Rayner?
Well, I mean, it means we get to see the suit and trainers outfit, isn't it? So that's going to be funny. Look, the thing is, they've got no options. They're all as bad as each other. And whoever they put in there, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be terrible anti-British policies and behaviour all the time. And hypocritical as well, because, of course, Angela Rayner is meant to be working class. However, she's buying multiple properties and avoiding stamp duty, which we all have to pay. All the hard-working people who get up in the morning and go to work to pay the mortgage, they have to pay stamp duty when they keep buying properties, but she thinks she doesn't have to. So it's good that she's gone, but I can't see it getting any better, to be honest with you.
I've come for the atmosphere. I've come to see what it's all about. It's brilliant so far, meeting everybody. Energy's up. Obviously what's happening in London, the energy and the passion feels that it's all here in this room. So it's just nice to soak it all up and talking to members and just getting a feel for what people think of the country and what direction they want it to take. There's no doubt Reform are leading the national conversation. They know what people are worried about. They've got the policies, they've got the answers, and I think that's why there is all that support. We've got a Deputy Prime Minister who we're not quite sure what he's going to do, how long he's going to be there for, a Housing Secretary now that doesn't believe in planning reform, a former Deputy Prime Minister and Housing Secretary that didn't pay a tax. All the while the government has taken the winter fuel from pensioners. It couldn't get a welfare bill through that needed to reduce the bill, the amount that we spend on welfare, all the while attacking the most disabled, the inheritance tax on farmers. It's a total mess, and I don't think this reshuffle will make any difference.
I'm trying to project a completely patriotic look here.
And some people would say, Kim, that the outfit you're wearing is racist and bigoted. What would you say to them?
That they're on completely the wrong track. It's a purely, wonderfully patriotic look, and I'm proud to be British, and I'm flying the flag.
I'm just pleased to see young generation here. They're fed up with all the ideology, the brainwashing in schools and everything. And I said, well, this is your country as well. And, you know, you're the ones that are going to be more affected by it. And I don't like the way our country is going. I just don't like it.
What we have seen so far is a lot of policies that are practically left of Corbyn. I mean, we've seen the ban on battery energy storage systems, the lift on the two-child benefit cap. We've seen them say that they want to increase public spending on different areas, nationalisation of steel. So I am concerned. However, I do think that there is a free market edge within the Reform Party. There definitely are people that are trying to say, you know what we need is a smaller state. Everybody I've spoken to here has said we need lower taxes. So really the fundamental point we need to be driving home is you cannot reduce taxes until we reduce the size of the state. What are we going to cut public spending on? That is a fundamental question here.